Men are burning in their hearts to get at more cash and more resources. And while they're doing this thing, their evil twin is the burning of rights. We ignored them when they were clamoring for voter ID. And now the mask is off for them. It's been burnt away. And now they're just targeting directly, openly, people of color, closing down polling places, voting places, making lines longer, and now it's a crime to even give someone water. We're seeing the same thing happen when it comes to women's rights, and we all fall for the okie doke, thinking that it's about the unborn. If you want to save lives and think about life to be pro-life, you would give women the resources they need to have lives. And once women are properly supported and attended to, there's very little need for unwanted pregnancies, teenage pregnancies. These happen because there's often nothing else to do. The world is on this type of fire. We have a right-wing philosophy which their whole aim, their whole ethos, their whole thinking, their whole way of action is to use up all the resources they can now and leave the earth a charred remains. That's why they are behaving this way. You wonder why can't they see the writing on the wall? Yes, they can, but they would rather burn the place down than leave it to anyone. You see, they understand how things change, how populations change, how rights are evened out over time. God is not mocked. And rather than transfer a pristine world to even their children will be a part of it, they'd rather use the thing up and burn it to the ground. And that's why we're in the situation that we're in. But you know who's at fault? We are. People of color, women, fair-minded individuals, everyone who is suffering, it's your fault. Why? Because just like Jeremiah said, it's like fire burning inside his bones. We have the same dilemma. This anger, we let it burn inside of us. Jeremiah did not want to do what the Lord told him to do, but he said he could not because it's like fire burning in his bones, and that same fire is burning within you today, but you're resisting even greater than Jeremiah did to really take up the right action. And the action I'm asking you to take up is not arms. We're not those people who are going to run up, try to burn down the Capitol. None of that. We're not people who are going to stockpile guns to shoot everybody around just because we are made to be afraid. That's not what I'm talking about. All I need from you is one day a year. If you'll take one day a year, you can change this thing on the next election. All I need you to do is vote. And if you can't take one day a year to vote when the world is on fire, then it's your fault. You have as much power within your bones as Jeremiah had to carry out the will of God. True religion is to take care of the widow and the orphan, and you're not doing it. You're not doing it because you're made to be afraid or feel lazy about voting. One day a year. Hear me. You will pay big money for things, cars and houses and boats and shoes and all these other things. But you can't give one day to vote. If you just give one day to vote in the next election, these things will turn around. The people in which we contend are like Moses. The people wanted Moses when he made his big mistake. The people wanted water. The people were suffering. They were dying of thirst. And right now we're dying of thirst. And the people who are in power, who should be leading us, they don't want us to think that the Lord has given us power, the water. They want us to think it's them. And then we feel that we must look up to them. We must keep our heads down or they're going to take it from us. It's not true. And Moses made his big mistake. He could not see the promised land because he wanted to act as if he was the one. When he struck the stone at Marah and water sprung out, he wanted to act as if it was he giving the people water and not the Lord. And many of our leaders, politicians, have us thinking that's them giving us what we need to survive. It's not them. It comes from the Lord. And just like Moses was demoted, he was made to sit down because of his conduct, those who wish to harm innocent people will also get their comeuppance. But the thing is that the greater damnation is for those who stand by and do nothing. When I was naked, you didn't clothe me. When I was hungry, you didn't feed me. And you can clothe me, you can feed me, you can clothe the world, you can feed the world, you can put out these fires, you can put a stop to wars, you can get rights to women, you can get voting rights back to people, you can stop this burning of the planet if you just take one day out of your life. You have 365 days and you can't give one. Father, I thank you. Actually, give people courage to vote, to stand up and do the right thing, because we need each and every person. You are all important, and we all need you to vote.